How will the PE learning area plan for student engagement in 2016? Firstly, if students are given voice and choice, we feel they will be engaged and empowered to perform and participate. In 2015, the Year 11 students told us that interest in the activity they were doing was the biggest factor in their engagement and they wanted more choice. In Term 1 2016, students will have a choice of studying 2 contrasting activities over a 6-week period, and students will also participate in a variety of different activities over a few lessons. This will be things like team building, tramping, fitness, and strike and fielding games. The 2 contrasting activities could be, for example, badminton and paired with an invasion game such as chuck ball or ultimate frisbee. Also, rather than giving a one-size-fits-all warm-up at the beginning of our lessons, instead we will offer 3 choices. The third choice could be their own warm-up, but it will be stipulated that the heart rate must increase significantly. This in itself can allow students to demonstrate their knowledge of heart rate zones. We also feel it is useless if teachers are the ones that always dictate how things are done. Student engagement should be increased if students have authentic learning experiences which are meaningful to them. One idea is to trial problem-based learning, and we're currently researching the area and thinking of a possible, relevant and authentic task, problem or challenge that they, as a team and individuals, must explore and solve. I've looked at smaller problems which we could introduce first, such as using different scenarios. For example, you're 1-0 down in your football match with 5 minutes to go. What do you do? This is not just simply coming up with ideas in a practical sense. This could include looking at the strengths and the weaknesses of your group and coming up with lesson plans to improve. The use of technology, in particular Dartfish, has helped students analyse their own movement this year. In addition to this, in 2016, we will give students the opportunity to use Seesaw to compile an ongoing learning journal. Seesaw will also be used to assess students' learning after a lesson through an exit task. Students can work independently to show their understanding. They can use the camera to take a picture of a learning guide task. So, for example, describe how force summation relates to your sport, and they could use the drawing or audio tool to demonstrate their understanding. Or they could talk about things such as demonstrating the key competencies through the lesson or unit of work. This app will be used to assess verbally, and it was also trialled with our Year 10s during induction day. We intend to trial this in Term 1 next year and then evaluate its effectiveness before continuing with it into Term 2. And we're genuinely hoping that these quick, formative assessments will be a great way to check in with students, record the progress over time, which we really want to do, and allow us to multitask in the gym environment. The other approach we are looking at is the flipped classroom model. This could also be effective at Level 1, as it will allow more time to focus on the practical elements. Anatomy, biomechanics and physiology would be the ideal focus for this. I'm currently researching possible apps such as Explain Everything, Camtasia and Padlet, but we're still at the infant stages with this. A worry I have with this approach is the time it takes to record the videos, especially if we are going to use our own. So, choice, technology and the flipped classroom approaches are just some of our initial thoughts at this very early stage of planning. Thanks for listening.
Created using Powtoon.